We're about to hold a live concert in Retem City. Invite all your friends and come join us.
You scared me. I didn't know you were here. I must have been so lost in thought I didn't detect your presence. I need to be more careful. I often come here when I need to be alone. The sound of the water helps me relax when things get to be too much. Of course. Everyone needs an occasional rest. I just wish I had done some things differently. I look back on certain things and wish I had done this or said that. I've done things that I wish I could take back. I know Aina thinks I'm such an amazing person, but all of my book learning is totally meaningless if I don't actually apply it. It's actually Aina who's the amazing one. She's gone through so much, but nothing ever seems to keep her down. A lot of people would simply shut down or let themselves be overcome by rage, but not her. I know she looks up to me so much as a role model. That's why I absolutely can't let her down. So I have to do my best to keep putting on a brave face, even if it's just in front of her. What am I doing? Why am I telling you all of this? I can't figure you out. You always act like you're not even paying attention. The truth is, you're actually taking everything in. I guess maybe that's why Aina feels so safe around you. Do me a favor. Please don't tell Aina about any of this. Maybe someday I'll be able to tell her myself, but that time isn't now. Promise me, okay?
it's you. Good timing. Can I talk to you for a moment? I still have a hard time believing this happened. Alio Town just gone, just like that. The town was responsible for defense all the way from South Alio to West Alio. It covered the area that's cut off from Central City by the mountains. But dolls often attack from the sea as well. Even now, it's hard to predict where they might attack from. It was a tall order for the people of Alio Town. But they were always more than up to the task. Thanks to their efforts, Central City didn't face any serious danger for a long time. As you might expect from people with such responsibility, they were pretty tough. But Garoa was a cut above the rest. Mind, body, and spirit in perfect balance, and all at a very high level. His instincts were honed by experience, and he knew how to execute on them. Alio Town and Central City would do practice drills together once in a while. It was all friendly, of course, but things could get pretty competitive. I used to get matched up against Garoa often. I never did manage to beat him, not even once. I gave it my all every time. If anyone was going easy, it would have been him. He left us before I could settle the score. I'm not sure Arx will ever have another defender quite like him. He was a force of nature when he fought, but he was so easy to get along with otherwise. He was warm. Just being around him was enough to make all my little worries melt away. All the other townspeople were kind-hearted too. I can't allow them to have died in vain. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
I finally made it here. I'm sorry it took me so long. All my friends. Garoa. I've known about this place for a while. But when Aina called me while you two were building this, I just couldn't answer her call. I was too afraid to face reality. I have a feeling that I'm not really facing it even now. Not directly, anyway. Garoa used to always ask me to make sure I kept an eye on Aina. He probably didn't mean anything by it at the time. It was probably just because I was the closest to Aina in terms of age. I guess he just thought it would be nice for her to have a big sister. But now, that responsibility is a huge weight on my shoulders. I'm responsible for her now. I feel the weight of that. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Aina's gotten so good at fighting lately, mentally and physically. She's doing so well working through her grief and moving forward. That's why I need to keep a positive attitude too. I have to grow up because I have to set a good example for her. And that's the reason I came here. I promise. Garoa, you, and everyone. I swear to protect Aina, no matter what happens. That's the very least that I can do. For everyone. What are you doing here? I see. So do I. I still can't believe all of this happened here. From your perspective, I guess it happened right after you arrived on Halpha. Aelio Town was a really nice place. Everyone was so warm and kind. When I first arrived on Halpha, there was a problem with the door of my pod and I couldn't get out. If it wasn't for Aelio Town Arcs, I'd still be trapped in there even now. Everyone showed up to help out, and they eventually got the door open. It was exactly the same as when you arrived. Everyone was so welcoming to me. They all seemed overjoyed that a new friend had arrived. And they couldn't wait to teach me everything about this planet. They were all so strong, too. Mid-sized dolls units were no match for any of them. I watched Garoa go up against huge dolls units, 5 at a time by himself, and win. Just one swing of that huge axe, and... I just can't believe this all happened. I'm sorry. I know it affected you too. I try so hard not to show weakness in front of anyone. But with you, I just... Can I be alone for a little while? I'll go back to Central City once I get it together.